Hello, I'm Sam.
I'm Christine.
Welcome back to episode 2 of 7 Roly Things.
Yay!
That's right, we finally came up with a name for our podcast / YouTube channel.
It didn't really take that long.
No.
We just batted around names.
Basically, between the two of us, we have 7 grandmothers, or had 7 grandmothers, and they're both extremely obese. So,
That was my joke, and then you stole it.
Oh, you didn't pipe in, so.
You didn't even give me a chance.
We're also, we're doing an experiment this week. Both of us have, Christine has cider.
Yep.
And I have a beer.
Yep.
And so we're going to see whether this is doable with under the influence. So if it gets really dumb, we'll have our answer, I suppose.
As if it wasn't already kind of dumb to begin with. But we'll see.
Well, I've heard feedback that we're kind of funny.
By whom? You?
Yes.
Your own feedback?
Yeah. We have one subscriber, and his name is Sam. I don't know who that is, but Sam, if you're listening, we love you, man. We love you.
From Malaysia.
Yep. Sam from Malaysia. I knew that VPN would come in handy for something. Before we even started, Christine had the Dungeon Master book from that we purchased.
Mm-hmm.
And then this week, we got the Monster Manual and the Player's Handbook.
Yep.
So we're going to eagerly plow through those, and hopefully, as we plow through them, we'll become more adroit at whatever it is we're doing here.
Adroit.
Yes.
You do not have a 9 in intelligence, Mr. Sam.
In some things I do. Ask me to fix the toilet. I think I have a 3 intelligence there. So no saving throws in that sort of activity.
Yeah. Why the toilet?
I don't know. Isn't that what stereotypical, like, Tim the Toolman Taylor? Isn't that what he does?
Oh my god, you're so old.
Oh, so we also fleshed out my character sheet. I wasn't quite complete yet. So I'm not sure, do people describe their characters on these shows?
Yeah, well, I mean, normally when you meet the rest of your party, you would be like, oh, you see a human who blah 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 blah, but you don't have any party members other than an NPC. So
yeah, well, it's not really an NPC if you're playing it, right?
Well, I mean,
you're not a robot.
I'm a DM. I mean, like, Effie has a purpose.
Okay.
A purpose.
To make me feel less lonely.
Yeah,
as an adventurer.
basically, yeah.
That makes sense. So if anyone out there is listening and wants to join in, you are more than welcome. Just let us know.
Just random stranger.
Yeah, just random strangers. If you don't even have to have any experience playing Dungeons and Dragons, obviously.
We don't really, so.
Yeah. But if you do, it'll help. You can help us, guide us through this morass.
Mm-hmm.
So my character, just to recap, his name is Flanders Thatcherford. He is a paladin of the goddess Oelia, who's the goddess of hearth and home. He is 6 feet 6 inches tall. He weighs 240 pounds. He has gray eyes and sandy brown hair. And he has tan skin from being in the sun, doing his roofing, being a thatcher and all that stuff. And just generally being the outdoorsy type. And he's 33. So I'm not sure if you wanted to. So because when I walked up to Effie, other than general 3.5 feet tall,
oh yeah,
I don't think we really got any big descriptions. Now, in terms of, you've seen my character sheet as the DM.
Yep.
So Effie kind of has some deeper insight into my character, but
no, well, I mean, I'm trying to play without metagaming.
No, I know. But me, I would rather not know what your character sheet is. We'll investigate that. But anyways, yeah, let's describe Effie and then we'll start the game.
Well, Effie She's a halfling, so determining her age is a little hard for you. She has brown eyes and brown skin and black hair. She's actually shorter than I thought. She's 3 feet 2 inches.
Oh, that's really short.
And she weighs 44 pounds.
44 pounds. Wow.
So she's a small one.
I think my pinky can lift that much.
Probably. So yeah, much like a small child sized. She is a Lightfoot halfling, so she's not very stocky. She's not of the stocky type of halflings.
Oh, so she can't have 11 children then.
She could have 11 halfling children.
11 halfling there's no crossbreeds between humans and halflings.
I don't know what you would have if you had is that like a halfling?
Would you have a smurf or something? Just pop
Very
out.
tall halfling.
Yes. Okay, Dungeon Master, why don't you open the narrative?
Okay, so you and Effie have just left the town of Torreson, or the city of Torreson. You are headed eastward. I'm pretty sure I got the directions messed up somewhere along the lines in the last game, but we're going east. We're saying you left through the west gate and are going eastward.
That's right, and so we're on the western, we're on the highway. I'm guessing. Where are we? Are we on a highway?
Well, having just left the bridge, because both sides leave from bridges, you're on a road,
Okay.
but you need to go around and across the delta again to head east.
Okay. So Effie,
Yeah.
we're gonna need to have to go around
Yeah.
the city.
Yeah. That's a good hour's walk, I think, because it
Yeah.
took about an hour for us to get from the other end of the city to this
end.
one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so let us begin the journey. I know it's getting late. If you get tired, just let me know. I'll give you a piggyback ride.
Well, I can keep up pretty well, but your long legs can go farther than mine can.
They sure
Yours.
can.
Yours are especially long.
Maybe we should have bought a wheelbarrow.
That's a little condescending, don't you think?
I don't know. What's condescending mean?
I mean, you're literally talking down to me. But I mean, you're also
I would
figuratively talking down to me.
I would like to be efficient. What is the most efficient thing to do in this situation?
How about we just start walking?
Okay,
That would be the best way to get going, right?
let's do that.
Okay, great. And when you look at Effie, she's looking a little more uncertain about this whole arrangement the longer it's going, but you can tell that she's decided that she doesn't really have that much of a choice. So she's just going along with what's happened. Now the area outside of Torreson is it's grasslands for a while, especially close to the river delta. But as you go further outwards from the river banks, it's there's a lot of trees and it gets into some heavily forested areas.
This place is very pretty.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I haven't been to the city too much, but it's nicer than I thought, except for that one tavern we went to. I've been in better. I've been in many places better than that.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so, it's getting dark. Should we look or maybe keep an eye out for things? I don't know what's out here.
Well, let's at least get past the city and some ways down the eastern road, and then we'll keep an eye out for a nice campsite. I'm guessing I remember coming down the east road and finding a couple of nice sites just a few, maybe 10 minutes away from the eastern gate.
Yeah, especially with that line, I think being kind of tired of waiting around.
Yeah,
Okay, let's get going then.
okay.
So there are some. So you head northward and east around the city, or southward and east? Because southward and east is beachy area more, because it's going towards the ports and stuff like that.
I would like to go north because that is the direction where I came from, and so I know that terrain a lot better.
Okay, and so you head off of the road and a little northward to head around the city. Not much in the way of wildlife close to the city, but you can sort of. But there are some nice birds around and things like that. You soon after you start heading a little bit east, you reach the river again, and as you were just at the main bridge, there is no bridge here.
Okay.
It's the river is about I would say it's thinning out here at the delta, so it's about 30 feet across.
Okay. So we came to this river with no bridge.
Yeah, because the main bridge at this point in the river there is no bridge. Further up north or at the main bridge there would be, there's places to cross, but right outside the city, just north of it, there are no bridges.
Oh. This river looks kind of deep. I don't suppose we can swim across.
I mean, you're in armor.
Yeah, I would sink like
Probably.
a potato.
I mean, you're pretty strong, so...
Well, if the river wasn't deep, I could just walk across, but it's 30 feet wide. I think in the middle it probably is really deep.
Yeah, I guess there's no way to tell from here.
Yeah, it's getting really late. I mean, the sun is set. Well, I guess we can find a camping site here and hunker down until tomorrow and then go north. I remember a bridge further up north.
It seems really far out of our way. I mean...
It does. Well,
I feel like there must be some other way to get across the bridge.
a boat, a log.
Maybe there are some... maybe logs?
Yeah, I couldn't. That's true. We can chop down. Well, I only have hammers though. Oh, wait a minute. Are there? Do I see logs? I might have to do a perception roll to see if I can search out some logs.
Yeah. Do a perception check. Or, well, I think...
Wait,
I think that would probably be investigation, actually.
Investigate. Okay. Roll a d20.
It's 11 this time.
11.
So, looking at your new sheet. Oh, investigation is -1.
Oh, so I'm just average. I'm an average investigator.
10. Well, it takes you the better part of half an hour to find a log, but you do find one somewhat out going out a ways from the river, where there are more trees, and you find one log that's pretty big. It looks like it could carry, support the weight of both you and Effie.
Okay. Effie.
Yeah.
We don't actually know if the river is too deep to wade across. I suppose it could be shallow enough. But how about we both hang on to this log, and if the water gets too deep, then we both kick and push our way across the river on this log.
Okay. Alright, well, yeah, we're gonna have to push it some.
Yup. Yeah, well, I'll just pick up the log and I'll get it into the river.
You're gonna pick up the log?
Yes.
Wow. Okay, I'd like to see that.
Okay.
Dice. That would be an athletics check.
Roll a d20.
18.
Ooh.
I would say that I can lift this log. There's a very good chance.
That's a 23.
I'm gonna manhandle this log.
You are all over that log.
I do that in my personal time, so...
So...
If you don't watch, I'm gonna manhandle my log.
What? What do you mean?
Let's just get this log in the river. Okay, Flan.
All right, Flan. So you just scoop up the log, and Effie actually gasps a little and gives a little clap, and then you haul it over to the edge of the river and plunk it on in.
Okay.
All right.
Now, I'll hang on to this end and you hang on to that end.
Okay.
And let's start going across the river.
Yep. Okay. I would say...
Isn't that like more like a survival roll or something? My survival kind of sucks.
Yeah. Let's see.
Or athleticism maybe, because swimming.
It could be either. I would say you could choose between the two, and between the two, your athletics is definitely better.
Yeah, well, because I have proficiency in...
Yeah.
That's one of my skills.
Your skills.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going, because the characters are not as well as I would hope from Google.
Okay, you want me to do a rolly roll?
Yes, please.
Alright. Is this the D20?
Yep.
1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1.
What is that?
It's the dice rolling song. Let's see what we get.
That is a 19.
Wow. Man, this is how it went the last time. I got really good luck at the beginning, and you'll see in the latter hour of this game, start getting ones.
Okay, and Effie is going to do survival. She does not so great, but she's clinging to the log.
Desperately to the log.
Yep, she's trying to hold on. She's clinging onto it, but you can tell she's struggling a bit.
Oh.
But you have no problem. You're actually like pushing the log along. You're swimming. See, the chainmail is not giving you as much trouble as you thought it would.
I'm having a really good day.
So is a cat somewhere. And so, a little help here.
I'll save you, don't worry.
Okay, thanks. Could you just haul me up a little bit more on top of the log? That'd be great.
I sure can.
You don't have to do a roll for that. You just pick her up and stick her more on top of the log, and she's looking slightly miserable, but otherwise okay. You get to about when you get halfway to the halfway mark across the river, your feet don't touch. It's pretty deep, so because you're 6'6".
Oh, this feels kind of scary.
You're scared?
Well, only kind of.
Okay. Well, I mean, feel somewhat better and somewhat worse about that. Because if a big, strong guy like you is kind of scared,
Well,
maybe I should be more scared.
I had a really good roll, so I'm actually like not super scared. But when I was a kid, and I was swimming in the river one time, I accidentally banged my head on a rock, and I almost drowned in the river. So water's kind of not my favorite thing in the whole world.
Oh, wow. What'd you roll?
I rolled.
Did you roll the log?
I did. I rolled a dumpling actually, and it was tasty.
Just now?
Yes, in my head.
Oh.
Yep.
Was it a good dumpling then?
It was a very good dumpling.
Was that why it was a good roll?
Yep. The dumpling said that we would make it across this river.
These are some really bad jokes that we're telling right here. If someone were listening, they'd be rolling their eyes.
Don't worry, nobody's listening.
So you get to the end of the other side of the river, no trouble. Effie crawls off of the log and sighs a bit. I think we're gonna have to do this maybe like 2 or 3 more times.
2 or 3 more times.
It's a delta.
Oh, a delta. What does delta mean?
It's where rivers part to go into the ocean.
Oh, okay. Well, that was really tiring. Aren't you tired?
Well, I was on the log for the most part. I'm okay it was only 30 feet.
Okay, well, let's keep walking then.
But do you think you could bring the log along? We might still need it. And I don't see any trees on this side.
Yeah, this is a pretty barren place. I can drag the log along with us.
It's good that you're so big and strong.
Yeah, I'm gonna be really tired and hungry, especially hungry.
Oh, I have some rations.
Okay. And let's hope that there's some good hunting on the road to your little village.
Well, probably outside of the road. I don't suppose animals will want to come to where there's lots of people.
You did say there were fish monsters. I like fish.
I don't know if you'd want to eat these ones.
I don't know either.
Let's keep going.
Yep.
So you drag the log. I'm not going to make you do an athletics check for each one because that'll get a little monotonous. I'll just use your same roll. So you do that a couple more times. We'll just say for the purposes of brevity that you make it across it. There you have to go twice more across the river. At some places it's as much as 60 feet-ish. You know, it's not exactly 60. But it's you do make it across to where around where the eastern bridge would have dropped you off.
Okay.
Or the eastern bridge.
3 rivers. That was a lot of rivers.
Yeah, as far as rivers go.
Yeah. Did I grow up around rivers? I think it was just one, right?
Probably just one.
Okay, thank you, DM. I only grew up around one river.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, and so we are past the eastern bridge now.
Yep.
So let's go up the road. We said, I remember we were saying that up maybe about 20 or 30 minutes or so, there are some pretty good camps. And the sun is down.
Yep. It is now almost dark. It's it's twilight. The sun is completely under the horizon, and the sky is just barely light.
Oh, I figure I can just keep walking and travel night and day. But you know the way to your village better than I do.
Okay.
Is it dangerous to walk at night? Is that when the fish monsters come out?
Well, that's at the village. The way here was okay, but I traveled during the day, and there were some other people on the road, so I traveled alongside them. So
Okay.
you know.
Well, When I was traveling from my shrine, I actually didn't sleep. I just walked all day and all night to get to Torasan. So I've been up for 48 hours.
That's a long time. And you swam across 3 rivers.
I did.
And hauled a log.
Yes.
Wow.
I'm dumb.
Oh,
That's what everybody tells me.
you seem alright.
Let's camp. Let's walk those 20 miles and let's camp for the night.
Okay. Well, 20 minutes or...
Uh,
You decided where the camp was, so...
I don't know. I guess it's 20 minutes away.
20 miles on foot is a long...
That's a
long,
very
long ways.
walk. Let's say 20 minutes.
So you travel 20 minutes. You and you're not having slept. You're pretty tired. You're feeling some good exhaustion there.
Why do I see all these shimmery spots?
There's a clearing here right by the road. That would probably be safest.
Oh, okay. I'm going to lie down right here. Do you know how to make a fire?
Yeah?
Okay. You said you had rations, right?
Yep.
Good.
Alright. So, you basically collapse into sleep. You don't even roll out your bedroll, apparently. You just collapse on the grass. When you wake up, it's several hours later. Effie's nudging you.
Good morning.
Hi.
Hi. Effie, right?
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi, Flan. So I've got some food here.
Oh,
It's not much. It's mostly just dried meats and fruits, but it's better than nothing.
oh, thank you. Did you eat enough?
Yeah, I don't eat much.
Okay, good. Then I can eat this?
Yep.
Okay. Sorry, I have no manners.
That's all right.
I'm a country bumpkin.
You do keep telling me. So it's in modern terms around it's pretty early. It's around 7 in the morning. What would you like to do?
Okay. Well, I slept for a good long time. I'm feeling pretty good. I am ready to take your lead to your village.
All right. Well, it's east. Let's just keep going east, I guess.
We will walk east.
Okay. You're walking east.
Excuse
Do you
me.
stick to the road or?
Effie, does this road take us to your village?
Mostly. You have to go off the road some, but after a little while.
Okay. Well, we will take this road mostly and go off the road when you deem it necessary.
Okay. Let's get going then. So, let's see. It is a 2 to 3 day trip.
With Effie's short legs, it's 3 days.
Yep.
She said.
Yep. Is there anything you want to do on this first day? Do you want to do any hunting, or do you?
I need to hunt. I can't eat just dried, smoked jerky from a halfling's pack.
Okay. What sort of thing are you looking for?
I need to eat a deer.
A deer.
Yes.
Make a survival check.
Roll a d20.
Rolling. This time.
5. Holy shit. Siri started on her bullshit already, I see. This is early for that nonsense.
You do not find any deer. You look and you suspect maybe it's too close to the road. The deer maybe don't come this way as much to avoid people, but you cannot find a single one.
Okay.
Well, let me see. Maybe there's some fishing nearby?
Well, we just swam across 3 rivers. Is the ocean south of here?
Yeah, the ocean is south.
Okay. I wonder if we can fish in the ocean.
Probably?
Okay. Can we go south to the ocean and still make it to your village?
I guess that'll take us out of our way a little bit. It's a few hours walk to the ocean from here.
It is.
Maybe a couple hours? I don't know. I haven't been down this.
Okay. Well,
You do have rations in your pack that you packed yourself. So they're your size rations.
I will eat some of my rations, and I think we can make it the rest of the 3 days. When I became a paladin, I had to go through some fasting rituals. So, even though I have to eat a lot, I can withstand the trials of this. This is just a walk to a small village.
Well, maybe you'll have better luck later?
Maybe.
You can always try again.
Stop, I'm hangry. Let's just keep walking.
Hangry. So you walk with Effie for the rest of the day. Your stomach's rumbling. Do you camp for the night or do you just keep going?
I just keep going.
Okay. Effie sort of starts to trudge along towards the end of the day. You can see that she's getting a bit tired.
Yes.
Um,
Effie, you're looking tired.
yeah, well, I didn't sleep much last night.
Was I snoring too loud?
No, I was a little nervous, so I kept watch for a couple hours.
What were you nervous about?
I was nervous about maybe getting beaten up by something. I don't know what's out here. I've never been near. Well, we were near the city, so I was afraid that somebody was gonna mug me.
Oh,
But also, you hear about monsters this far out.
okay.
So, I can keep going for a few hours though. You don't have to worry about me.
Okay.
I can keep going.
Let us keep walking then.
So you keep walking, and you hear sort of these drumming footsteps.
Oh my.
It sounds kind of like horses, but something about it doesn't sound quite right. It doesn't sound like hooves.
Effie,
Yeah.
I hear something.
Oh, like what?
I don't know. My perception is good. We can stop, and I can sniff the air and see what I can sense.
So before you can do that, an arrow whips past your head.
Oh, it's an arrow whipping past my head. I guess we don't need to sense anything.
You see it coming out of the forest nearby. There are 3 goblins. They are about Effie's size, but they're stocky, and they have armor on their arms, and some crude armor spiked on their arms and legs. They're barefooted, and they've got sort of clawed nails at the ends, and they look club-footed and angry, and their teeth are sharp, and their ears are long, and their noses are bulbous, and their eyes are red and coming straight towards you.
Do I recognize these goblins as being from, do I recognize them as being like a certain type of warrior or bandit or anything like that?
I guess you could do a quick history check.
Okay.
Wing, wing, wing. Blah, 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 blah.
That is a 2.
Holy shit, I don't recognize them at all then. They just look like goblins to me.
They're just goblins.
Alright.
One of them has shot another arrow at your head. There are 3 goblins. They're on foot. there are 2 more goblins that are riding these. They look kind of like large wolves, but not quite. They've got snouts that look almost rat-like.
Like wargs or whatever.
Yeah, they're wargs.
Yeah, okay.
And that is what you surmise was the foot beats that you
How far away are those bastards?
They are closing in pretty fast. They are coming in at pretty great speed. They're about 20 feet from you right now.
That's too close to shoot my bow. I will have to defend us with my hammers. I have 2 war hammers.
Okay. I'm ready. Roll for initiative.
Roll a d20. 10.
What do you add to your initiative? Yours is +1.
Okay, +1, so 11.
You said 11?
Yeah.
Effie got...
The DM is galloping towards me
Uh-huh.
furiously. There is a gleam in her brown eyes that terrify me to my core. Scrub, scrub, scrub.
Ow. Ooh. Goblin boss is natural 20. Okay. So the goblin boss is one of the guys on the one of the goblins on the warg takes up a javelin and fires straight at you.
Okay.
And it was a 9 to hit. Your armor class is 17, so it does not hit. And the second one also does a javelin attack.
He does. He has 2 javelins.
No, there's 2 guys on wargs.
Oh, those jerkholes.
But he throws and it goes really wide.
Okay.
That is a natural 1.
Nice.
I am rolling for shit.
Oh.
So the other goblins, I'm gonna switch dice because that was bullshit.
Where's the battle music?
Oh, we need battle music.
Yes.
Nice.
I don't know.
I like it.
You want me to just keep it that way?
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, that's
Yeah.
lame.
The first one was better.
Oh well.
What was wrong with the first one?
I don't know. It was too rock and rolled for me.
Oh my goodness.
Alright.
Let's have Florence sing us a battle song.
No, it's, it's not very not medieval. I don't know, whatever. Anyway, the guys on foot are now within, close in and swing at you with their scimitars. First one is a 23, which hits, and does... I need my d6. That is a 3 slashing damage to you. Where did my pen go? You're supposed to be keeping track of how much hit points you have.
I have 12 hit points, so now I have 9.
Okay. So keep that in mind. Where... I don't know where my pen went. Oh well. The second one.
This may be the end of our quest, Effie. This was a fun campaign while it lasted.
That is also swings at you with a scimitar. That is a 16, which just barely misses. The third one is swinging at Effie, but fortunately misses with a... Oh wait, hold on. Let me make sure that it...
So shouldn't the initiative only count for 1 attack? This is like 20 attacks.
There's 5 of them. They each get an attack. And I did one roll for them as groups, as the little guys. You know, all the goblins together, all the guys on wargs together. Okay, so... Okay, so just barely misses her, and now it is your turn.
Yay. Okay. I have my 2 hammers. I'm a dual-wielding paladin. So,
Okay. So, who do you target first?
I target the boss.
Okay, which one?
I target the one that almost got me.
Okay. Roll you're attacking with both hammers?
Yes.
Okay, roll a d20. Where the F did my pen go?
Roll a d20. 4! Holy fuck. Okay, Siri, you're going away for the night.
You do not hit, but you get another attack because that's 2.
Because I'm a dual wielder.
Yep. That is 15 plus 4 is 19. So roll. Let's get you a d8 for damage.
Christine has a dice bag that she wove herself.
I knitted it. That's 5. So you do 5 points of bludgeoning damage to the first one. I still don't know where my pen is, so this is getting ridiculous. Did I drop it?
Did you finish your cider?
No.
Oh.
That is not the reason why I lost it. It's just because I am terrible at everything.
Here's my guitar.
Oh, here, I got it. I got it. Now it is Effie's turn.
Effie!
Effie!
I don't even know what Effie is because I was so tired that I fell asleep before asking her about her story.
She looks around.
Effie, kick ass!
I'll try. So, she is going to do she starts
I really want to buy a paladin character.
buy a paladin character.
Yes. Didn't you say that those figures?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we can get you a mini. So she casts a thunder wave at the 2 goblin bosses. That is, I need to do saves. She takes out a flute, does a little ditty on it.
I love musical instruments.
And the first one succeeds in his save, the other one does not. So, 2d8, 6, and 5, so 11. So, this guy takes 11 damage. The other one that you already hit takes half damage and is reduced down 5. So that's
Haha! Take that, shit squirrels!
Okay. We are the goblin boss's turn again. They are now closing in on you.
Oh man, this is a lot like a JRPG.
Each of these actions are taking place in 6 seconds. So it's fast paced but in real time, but not, or in game time it's happening really fast, but in our time. So she does her little ditty. The thunderwave shoots out from her 15 feet and smacks into both of the goblin bosses. The first one is pushed back 10 feet, but the other one holds his ground with the warg and takes the brunt of the force. It is now their turn.
Yes.
They're coming at you with a...
Why me?
Because you're big.
Oh, man. I want to be a halfling.
They're coming at you with the scimitar. The first one does not hit. The second one does not hit either because they apparently have no aim at all.
I should have stayed in bed this morning.
Second one...
Why'd you wake me up, Effie?
Shit! They're just swinging at you, and you're dodging with ease. One swipes at you, and you step aside. The other one, it hits your armor but doesn't penetrate at all. And they each make 2 attacks, but you're just stepping aside and making them look kind of foolish, to be honest. It is now the regular goblin's turn.
Don't I have, like, some fondly touch thing?
Lay on hands, yes.
What the hell is that?
That's a healing thing.
Oh, okay. Can I heal myself or just
Yes.
people?
But you only have...
I know, I only took 3 damage, so that's nothing.
Yeah.
I was just curious. I didn't know what that was.
Yeah.
All that learning at Owelia's temple, didn't
really sink in, apparently. The first one swings at you, misses. The second one is apparently the luckiest one out of them because that's the one that hit you before. That hits at an 18 and does... That is 8 points of slashing damage.
Oh, that's a lot.
Yeah. And the third one is aiming at Effie, but misses. So...
I only have 1 hit point left.
Yeah. Well, luckily it's your turn next. But the first one hits, swings and misses. The second one slashes at you with the scimitar, and it cuts across your chest, and you're bleeding pretty badly now. And the third one just swings at Effie, and she dodges out of the way. It is now your turn.
Okay. Well, I only have 1 hit point left.
So yeah, lay on hands might
I
be
need
a
to
good
heal
thing.
myself.
Yep. So lay on hands, it's equal to, you can restore a total number of hit points equal to your paladin level, which is 1, times 5. So you get to you can heal yourself as much as 5 hit points.
That's it?
Yep.
Okay. That sounds like horse shit, but I guess we'll make it work. Okay, so what do I have to roll?
You don't have to roll anything. You can just as an action, you can touch a creature and draw power from the pool to restore a number of hit points to that creature up to the maximum amount remaining in your pool. So if you wanted to just be like 2 hit points to you, 3 hit points to somebody else, but you are at 1 hit.
Yes. So I need those 5.
So you are at 6.
Yay.
Good for you. That is an action. I think that's all you can do on your turn, because...
I think so too. Can't this be like Ni no Kuni where I can collect characters and they each get a turn?
You collect NPCs because we have no other players. I mean, if you were some other class, you might have a familiar, but that's it.
Okay.
So, yeah. You are SOL at the moment, but, do you want to move at all? Like, away from these guys? Do you want to move closer to... there's... The goblins are now sort of crowded around you, trying to wail on you.
There's no point in moving away. There's no distance that I can get that will allow me an extra move.
No, but, I mean, if you wanted to get away for a little bit, so... But they would have attacks of opportunity because they are within melee of you now. So if you try to get out of melee from them, they can swipe at you to attack. That's what.
Okay.
Okay. Just letting you know. It is now Effie's turn. Effie is... Let's see. Hold on a second. These are all new spells for me, guys. I am learning as I go.
Does Effie have a kazoo?
She has a flute.
No, not a kazoo. I want to
No.
play the flute.
Instruments are a weakness of mine.
Okay.
Effie is going to cast another Thunder Wave, and as point of fact of the Thunder Wave before, I forgot to do saving throws for the wargs. So they both failed their saving throws, because I just rolled it just now. And so they have been injured as well. And one of the riders has been knocked off. He had to jump off of his warg in order to avoid the Thunder Wave, Thunder Wave's full blow. So Effie does another Thunder Wave, trying to angle it just a bit so that that she doesn't get you in it.
But thunder waves make me excited.
So it gets 15 feet. So she just manages to angle it so that it gets both the goblin bosses and the wargs and one of the goblins that are attacking you. And they all have to do saves.
Save me!
So,
Kill the humans!
first one, fail.
Why must we fail? No!
Fail. Ooh, that one worked. Got a natural 20, so it went, woo! I'm out of here. And the last one also succeeds. So,
I will slaughter them and eat these beings.
2d8. And yeah, these guys, the goblins, are snarling in your face. The wargs, too. And they're speaking in a strange tongue, going...
Translated to, I will poop on you! Poop!
3 and an 8, so another 11. So Effie kills this guy, and that guy, and this guy.
You tell them, Effie.
She
Eat
plays
your
another.
big toe.
She plays another ditty, on her flute, and blasts out another thunder wave at these guys, and the two goblin bosses are just obliterated. They're and fall to the ground. The wargs stand their ground, and one of the goblins, the one that kept missing you, is toast.
Eat Effie's noodles. She knows how to make pasta.
What are you even talking about?
I have no idea. I'm hungry.
There's still a goblin on your side and some wargs.
The wargs don't run away once the goblins are dead.
No, they stick around.
Oh, can you eat the wargs? They look yummy.
They look disgusting.
Oh, okay.
So it is now. Those guys are gone. So it is the 2 goblins' turns.
Wait, don't I get a turn?
No, it was Effie's turn. She was last in the initiative order. Now it goes towards the top.
Okay.
These
are the days of our lives.
And I didn't include the wargs in the initiative order until the goblin bosses were dead. For your sake. Now I don't know what I rolled, so I'm gonna have to roll again. 10 plus. That is 14, and so it does not hit. And the second guy gets a 17 plus 4, so that does hit. That is a 21. He swipes it at Effie with with his scimitar and catches her in her arm, and she gives a little shriek. Ah!
The DM wants the story to continue. Saves us rolling another character.
So she 7 hit. And now it is your turn. So there are 2 goblins and 2 wargs left. There's one that's just to your right, and the 2 wargs are in front of you.
And where's the last goblin?
The last goblin is on the other side of Effie, just kind of behind her.
Okay, then I will strike. I am a dual wielder, so I will strike at 2 targets.
The wargs and the goblin that had hit you before are within melee of you. The other goblin is not within melee of you.
Then I will strike the 2 that I can.
Okay. Do you want to hit 1 warg and a goblin? 2 wargs?
Well, I thought 1 warg was out of melee.
No, the 2 wargs are in melee. 1 goblin is out of melee because it's on the other side of Effie and is out of reach.
Well, I will strike the bastard that has dealt me damage.
Okay. So,
And 1 warg.
roll. Do you want to do the one to the right or to the left?
Do I get 2 rolls?
Yes, you do get 2
Okay, so I
rolls.
will do 1 with Siri. Roll a d20. 7, you fucking asshole!
7 plus 4 is 11. Their armor class is 15. That does not hit. So now it's the warg
No, now it's the goblin.
again.
I missed the warg.
Oh, you missed the warg. Okay.
Is the warg also 15?
You don't know.
Okay.
That is a 9 plus 4. That's 13. Who are you hitting?
I'm hitting the goblin.
Goblin miss. It misses.
I should have worn my dragon socks today.
You're not hitting anything today. Yeah, that's kind of all you can do, right?
I think so. I have a short bow, but I don't think I can do that on the same cycle.
No, you can't.
I have, yes. I think that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Alright. Effie's turn again. I'm out of spells.
Where's that rapier you told me about?
Okay, rapier.
Excuse me. I'm belching like a pig, and I'm about to die.
She is aiming at the goblin that is right on her, and that is... She hits it for 4 damage. And, okay, let me inspire you. I just met you, but you're missing all of these goblins, so please stop missing. And now you get a d6 to add to any, attack rolls. Or...
Unless I die on this next round.
Well, we'll see. Because now the wargs come in.
The wargs and the goblins.
Yep. So you get a d6 to add to your, to any attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. So you get to keep that in mind. Okay. And now it is the ward's turn.
Tacos make me happy. Tacos make me happy.
The first warg does a bite attack at you.
Bite attack.
Natural one. It misses. It bites at you, and it falls on its face.
Ha ha, asshole!
That is a 16 to hit. Does that hit? No, that does not hit. Your armor class is 17, right?
Yeah.
So it misses as well. It bites you to no effect. It snaps and it's drooling in your face, and you can smell the sort of, you being a paladin can sort of smell the evil on them, and it smells like decay.
Decay. Like those 7 roly grandmas.
Goblin's turn. Natural 1. Rolling for shit. The goblin that is right next to you swings, totally misses. It's like a foot away from your head. And that's a 2 for the other one next to Effie. So she dodges out of the way and kind of laughs at its pitiful attempt as it sort of stumbles afterwards.
What does Effie laugh like?
Ha!
Alright, and now it is your turn.
My turn.
You can pick a dice. Oops.
Syria's done for the night.
That's a 7. You can add your d6 if you like.
Sorry. Roll a d6.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
7, 8, 9, 13. And who are you aiming at?
Oh, one of the goblins.
So that would be the goblin next to you.
Yeah. So but
that's 13 plus 4 is 17. That does hit. You can either roll for damage now or wait until your second attack to roll damage for both attacks.
do my second attack for again.
Okay.
La 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 wee.
That is a 14, and that just barely does not hit. So 10 plus 4.
But I don't get a plus something?
Yeah, you rolled a 10
Oh, I see.
plus 4, 14. Their armor class is 15. You do not hit the second time, but you can roll a d8 for damage for the first
A
hit.
d8.
Yep.
Roll a d8.
Nice! You smack your hammer into the goblin. It is completely wasted by the one hit. You cave in its face.
Wow!
And it falls
Whoa!
down to the ground, dead.
Take that!
Wow, one hit!
You tool bag!
And you swing around and try to hit one of the wargs, and it doesn't hit. Wait, since you killed that first one with the one hit, what did you roll? 14?
Yes.
That hits a warg. So roll another d8 for damage.
Roll another d8. Roll a d8.
Oh, fuck you. Oh, God damn it. Okay.
It's cocked. Roll again.
Cocked.
I knew you were going to say something like that. It's a 2!
Oh, man.
Wait, what were you rolling? Damage?
The warg, yeah. Damage on the warg.
D8.
La 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 la. Salty cock.
5. So 5 against this guy. Alright. And now it is Effie's turn again. Okay. She stabs
Effie,
at that.
take him to the turnip farm.
Stabs at that last goblin, and thrusts straight at the goblin's face, and nicks it across the ear and stabs across the ear, and for 1 damage. Yay. I guess I could inspire you again. She takes out her flute this time.
Wait, Effie,
Yeah.
do you have any healing spells that attack all of us?
No.
Oh, man, pumpkin pie!
And now you get another D6 for the next time you roll. But it is now the Worg's turn. That's
I've decided that Flanders is not going to swear. He's going to just say really stupid stuff whenever he swears.
that is 14, which does not hit. One of the wargs that's closest to Effie is turning around and is now biting at her. He is within melee of her. That's 11 plus, and snaps at her. That is a 16 to hit, which hits. So that is 2d6. So that's 13 damage.
Holy shit.
She is now unconscious.
Oh, man.
You are on your own, buddy. And now it is the last goblin's turn, which is a 4, and he cannot hit for shit. He has not hit anything, basically.
For shit.
He comes towards you from around Effie's prone body, after the warg has snapped at her and bites at her torso, and she's bleeding profusely and falls to the ground. The goblin swings at you, but misses completely. And now it is your turn.
Okay, so since he is a dual wielder, can he only do damage strikes, or can he do a strike and a spell?
You have one action, so you can do either a spell or or an attack, or 2 attacks, basically. What you can do, though, you do have options with your warhammers too. These warhammers are versatile weapons, so they can be used as one hammer as a 2-handed weapon for extra damage. So that is an option for you. Not necessarily that you want to do it, so decide whether you want to declare it first.
Well, how many enemies are left?
There is 2 wargs and a goblin left. The goblin is looking pretty rough. One of the wargs is looking pretty rough. You figure by looking at them that you could possibly take out the goblin and the warg if you hit. The ones that look rough. But you cannot heal Effie because you already used lay on hands on yourself.
Oh, I can only heal once per battle?
You can only heal up to 5 hit points. Once you have healed all of those 5 hit points, you are done until you take a rest.
Turtle caramel trees! Ah!
I have faith in you. Give it a try.
Well, then I will do a dual strike. 1 per creature.
Well, okay, hold on. If you use so you're going to use both hands, warhammer and one in warhammer and another.
Yeah.
Okay, making sure I know what's going on. You still have your inspiration dice though.
I love chocolate cakes. Chocolate cakes.
7 plus 4. Who are you aiming at?
The warg.
Does not hit.
Roll a d20.
That one hits. Did you want to use your inspiration dice for the low roll?
Yeah.
Okay. Here is a d6.
Roll a d6.
So with the 4, that's 15, which does hit the warg. Roll a d8 for damage.
Roll a d8.
So 7 damage. The warg is now dead. You swing with your hammer, and after seeing it it hit Effie, and bite at Effie, and you swing at it, and it crashes into its chest, and your hammer caves in its chest cavity a bit, and it falls to the ground.
Take that, onion roll!
And your second attack roll damage.
I have to do another one.
Yeah,
What
because
is
this was to the goblin, you
What
said?
am I rolling?
A d8.
Roll a d8.
Nice. And you smack into you swing around with the momentum of the first strike and swing your hammer into the last goblin, and it strikes him across the head and sends him flying a few feet before he just lies there motionless. And now he is dead. There is one last warg, but you are out of attacks. So,
Show yells. Do your shit, Wog!
the warg, that is an 18 plus 5. That definitely hits. That is a 23. 2d6 plus 3. 3. So, 7.
Not bad.
You're unconscious.
Alright.
So that was fun.
Well, so much for the fish people.
I'm actually not sure what to do at this point.
That was the lamest campaign ever.
Level 1's hard, dude.
You're the one that wanted monsters this time.
Did you not want to fight anything ever?
No. That's not what I'm saying. Well, with only 2 people playing.
Yeah, it is hard. But we can keep it going. I did have backup plans.
Well, we'll save that for next week.
Well, it kind of doesn't make sense if it doesn't happen right now. Because you're in the middle of a battle.
Well, Effie and I are passed out, so...
Here,
there's-
roll a death saving throw just right now.
Is that a real thing?
It is a real thing.
What is this, a d20?
Yeah. Actually, Effie gets to roll a d20.
Roll a
She
d20.
doesn't get it. Nice. So you needed a 10 to wake up. You wake up, but you only have 1 hit point. It is now your turn.
To hit the warg?
Yep.
Alright, so I gotta do a d20?
Yep.
Roll a d20.
That does not hit. Try again, because you get 2 attacks, right?
Yes. Roll a d20. Why am I trusting you, Siri? I hate you.
Roll a real dice, dude.
2. I'm gonna eat my fucking iPhone. I swear.
It's a 2.
You gotta be kidding me. Apparently Siri was prognosticating. It's like, it's I really need to wear those dragon socks.
Let's see what the warg does.
Yeah.
Oh, it got a natural 1.
Nice.
It misses completely. You're just sort of like aiming at each other and just
I'm tired.
flailing at each other.
I swear I saw Aurelia. She was beautiful and my family was there. But the bandits, I needed to wake up and avenge them. Let's see how this goes. Roll a d20.
Plus 4. That hits. Roll for damage first.
What is a damage roll?
D8.
Roll a d8.
Yeah.
No! Roll a d8.
Just roll a damn dice.
Alright.
That's 3. Still standing, looking slightly rough. Roll another attack.
Cause why?
Cause
Cause I'm a dual wielder.
yep, you keep forgetting.
Roll a d20.
Rolling.
7? Fuck you! Okay, I'm done with Seer. I really am. Go away.
You said that several times.
Oh no, I threw the phone too far away to actually grab it.
That is a 16. That for a total of 20. Roll damage. That is a 4. It is still standing. You swing at it and you're wailing on it. It's looking really rough. One good hit and you think, and it might be dead. But one good hit and you might be dead. But it's a 3, so no, that's not gonna hit you at all. So it bites at you, but you still dodge out of the way. This is getting circus-like. It's like we need Benny Hill music is what we need.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's turn this up. It's very dramatic. Well, Flanders live. Let us see. He has 2 more rolls and 1 more hit point. 1, 2, 3.
11 plus 4, that hits. Roll for damage.
How much damage will he do? 1, 2, 3.
7! You whack into it with the strength of Oelia behind your hammer. How do you want to finish this?
Take that, you screaming queen of jelly sandwiches!
And what do you do?
I whack him with a hammer.
You smack him as hard as you can, and you hit him in the face, and his face caves in, and its jaw dislocates and goes flying, and it collapses to the ground.
Yay!
You survived, just barely, your first fight. That was a pretty big one.
I must awaken Effie.
She's still lying on the ground. She looks pretty rough, but when you splash a little water in her face, she starts to stir. What happened? Is it over?
It is over, Effie. We must now hunt and eat and recuperate.
Can we move away from... Well, you want to see what these goblins had on them?
Yes.
Okay, so... Hold on, I'm trying to calculate how much experience you got out of this.
I want the music to swell, for the violins to twang. Effie? Effie,
Yeah,
can I play your flute?
She sort of cleans it off. Sure, if you clean it before you give it back.
Thank you. Instruments are my weakness. I have never been able to play, but I have always wanted to. Thank you for letting me try.
She's wincing from more than just the pain that she's just gone through from being slashed and bitten near to death.
Effie, we are companions now.
Are we?
True friends.
Okay.
We have faced the demons and have overcome together.
Yay.
Yea, indeed.
Great. I'm really tired.
I am as well. I only have 1 hit point left.
Oh, what's a hit point?
Sandwiches. Let us go
Sandwiches?
find something.
So, you search the bodies.
Yes.
Do an investigation check.
I will roll these dice in defiance of the goddess Siri, who has reigned upon this match and has cast fire and death upon us.
Siri's the goddess of chaos, right?
Yes.
Right. That's a 15. So you spend about 20 minutes searching through the belongings. You find between all of the goblins, you find 30 gold. And let's see. I have never given out prizes before, so this is a new experience for me.
What prizes await Effie and Flanders upon the next horizon?
You find on one of them a red cape. None of them are wearing it, but you find it sort of packed in one of the saddlebags of one of the wargs, and when you pick it up and sort of give it a toss to shake it out. It smells faintly of brimstone.
This cape has a strange scent.
Yeah, it smells like burning.
Yes. I've never smelled such as this.
Yeah, well, yeah.
It kind of smells like farts, to be honest with you.
Not fart so much. It's it's a burny smell, not a sulfury smell. Like when you light a fire.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Alright.
Well, let's get out of here and go find some place to camp.
Yes.
I don't want to sleep near corpses.
Me neither.
Okay, that sounds great. So, how far do you go? You're both at 1 hit point.
Well, we both walk as far as we need to. How many days have we been traveling?
It's been one.
1 day, so this is on the 2nd day.
Well, this is the night of the first day. You started off at the evening.
At one camp point.
Yeah.
20 minutes. Okay, so
Walk
people
maybe another 20 minutes.
Another 20 minutes, yeah, because that's about how far. Because you figure a bunch of people are going to this city,
Mm-hmm.
and so everybody has probably got about the same travel distance each time. So we're probably about like 20 minutes away from some campsite. So we go there.
Effie,
Yeah.
you're tired.
I'll say.
I'm tired as well. Do you know how to light a fire?
You asked me this last night.
I did.
Yep. And I still do.
I do as
I
well.
didn't get hit that hard.
Me neither.
Oh, he's asleep. And I guess that's where we're going to do
Until next time.
the session. You are now level 2.
Yay!
You gained 750 experience points from that one battle
Nice.
for a total of 820 experience. You are actually near level 3. So,
I guess that's one benefit of campaigning alone.
yep, you get all the experience.
What do I need to do?
So we're leveling you up to level 2. You're choosing a fighting style first. So at 2nd level, you adopt a style of fighting as your specialty. So here are your choices. You've got 4. First is defense. While you are wearing armor, you gain a +1 bonus to AC. There's also dueling. When you are wielding a melee weapon in one hand and no other weapons, you gain a +2 bonus to damage rolls with that weapon.
So if I'm a dual wielder,
I'm not sure because how that applies. It seems like this is only if you are wielding with just one.
okay.
Great weapon fighting. When you roll a 1 or 2 on a damage die for an attack you make with a melee weapon that you are wielding with 2 hands, you can re-roll the die and must use the new roll. The weapon must have the two-handed or versatile property for you to gain this benefit. Protection. When a creature you can see attacks a target other than you that is within 5 feet of you, you can use your reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll. You must be wielding a shield. So, for you, defense seems like
The best.
the
option.
best
Yeah,
option.
that's what I'll do then.
Yeah.
Defense.
Defense. So,
I would like to add an extra slice of toast to my armor.
so now your armor class is 18. I'll fix that in the character sheet on my end too. Then there's spell casting. You get to learn spells. So what happens is the Paladin table shows how many spell slots you have to cast your spells. So you have a certain number of spell slots. Even if you can learn 3 spells, but you only have 2 spell slots. So that means that you have to sort of pick and choose how many within a combat or within a fight, which spells that you want to use.
Yes.
And which 2 spells, which is why, say, Effie knows a whole bunch of other first level spells, but she chose to use Thunder Wave twice. So you get to choose. That's your charisma modifier plus half your paladin level, so that's 3. The spells must be of a level for which you have spell slots. So
New books smell wonderful.
they do smell wonderful. You can learn the first level spells. Bless. I can read you any of the descriptions of any of these. So there's Bless, Command, Compelled Duel, Cure Wounds, Detect Evil and Good, Detect Magic, Detect Poison and Disease, Divine Favor, Heroism, Protection from Evil and Good, Purify Food and Drink, Searing Smite, Shield of Faith, Thunderous Smite, and Wrathful Smite.
What is Wrathful Smite?
Okay, let's see. It is a bonus action, so you can attack and then use this spell. It's a concentration spell, which means that you can keep it up. The next time you hit with a melee weapon attack during this spell's duration, your attack deals an extra 1d6 psychic damage. Additionally, if the target is a creature, it must make a wisdom saving throw or be frightened of you until the spell ends. As an action, the creature can make a wisdom check against your spell save DC to steal its resolve and end the spell.
a few others that I was interested in, but I can't remember what they were.
I'm sure you were interested in Cure Wounds.
What is that one?
That is a healing spell. It is, let's see. Because you were complaining about your 5 healing ability, which actually goes up now, I think. So Cure Wounds is an action. You have to touch the person who you're healing.
I found some toes.
Yep. Stop. A creature you touch regains a number of hit points equal to 1d8 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. This spell has no effect on undead or constructs. And then at higher levels, it heals more.
Oh, okay.
There was Bless, Command, Compelled Duel. I mean, I could just go through and read them if you want.
No.
Detect Evil and Good, Detect Magic, Detect Poison and Disease.
No, detecting is lame.
Divine Favor.
What's that?
It's a bonus action. Your prayer empowers you with Divine Radiance. Until the spell ends, your weapon attacks deal an extra 1d4 radiant damage on a hit. Heroism.
That's a good one. What's that?
Heroism is... Where is it?
For some reason, I want funnel cake now.
I don't know what this music is.
It's the funnel cake craving music.
It's an action. A willing creature you touch is imbued with bravery. Until the spell ends, the creature is immune to being frightened and gains temporary hit points equal to your spellcasting ability modifier at the start of each of its turns. When the spell ends, the target loses any remaining temporary hit points from this spell. And it can be cast at higher levels.
I think I like that other one we did, the middle one.
Which middle one? Divine Favor? Cure Wounds?
No, it was the first one.
Wrathful Smite?
Yeah, I think I like that one.
So that's one. Okay. Wrathful Smite.
It also seems very in line with my character's personality.
Alright. What else?
I got another one.
You get 3.
Oh, I got 3!
Yeah.
I'll do the heal wounds one then.
Cure Wounds.
And then there was that, what was that one that you read? Like the first one you read sounded really good too.
Bless?
Which one was that one?
I don't think I read that one actually.
No, I don't think I did either.
You want me to read Bless?
No. What, sure, what is it?
It is an action. You bless up to 3 creatures of your choice within range. That's 30 feet. Whenever a target makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to the attack roll or saving throw.
This creature include like people?
Yeah.
Oh, well then I'll do that then.
And bless. Okay, so you get those. And
is a bless like on does that count as a round?
that counts as... Hold on. It counts as an action, so you would have to choose between doing that or attacking.
Damage. Right. Okay. That's fine.
And then, Spellcasting, blah blah blah. And Divine Smite, you just gain it. But I will read to you what it does. Starting at 2nd level, when you hit a creature with a melee weapon attack, you can expend 1 spell slot to deal radiant damage to the target, in addition to the weapon's damage. The extra damage is 2d8 for a 1st level spell slot, plus 1d8 for each spell level higher than 1st, to a maximum of 5d8. The damage increases by 1d8 if the target is an undead or a fiend.
Nice.
So 2d8 to normal folks, 3d8 to undead folks.
Alright.
So I think that's it until 3rd level. Then you get to pick an oath.
An oath?
Yep.
Alright. Well, that's a ways off.
Yep. Well, not that far away. It's you just need 80 more experience points.
Very good. Well, everybody, thank you again for joining us on our 2nd quest. What I envision is that right now we only have like half a viewer, or listener rather, and you are listening to this a year in the future when we are so insanely popular.
Yep.
And you want to hear where this all began.
Yep. Bumbling attempts at not dying. Yeah, we fudged things a little bit, but cause yeah, level 1 is hard because you only have a smidgen of hit points, and you know.
When you only have one campaigner.
Yep. Effie tried her best though. She
She did.
Yep.
Apparently she's a bard.
She is a bard.
And I got to play her flute.
Yep.
See you next week, guys.
See you next week.
Bye.
Thanks for listening.